Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car's a Mazda2 hybrid, exclusive line. So we have a black car here, an opera black car. It's a one-owner vehicle, currently with just under 7,000 miles. So it's a metallic black paint finish. You have nice contrast silver alloy wheels. As we make our way around the car, you've got various features which enhance the ownership of the car. We have keyless entry on the door locks. There are parking sensors all the way around the car, so front and rear. The exclusive line doesn't skimp on any spec. There's also a reversing camera. And this particular car with low mileage in very, very nice condition. So yeah, little sweep around the car. Let's go into the boot area. Simply touch the pad under the Mazda logo and lift by hand. And then you're presented with a nice deep white boot area, which you can tumble the seats on a 60-40 split. Below the boot carpet is storage, and also you'll house your foam with compressor unit, which is your inflation kit, effectively to allow you to reinflate punctured tyres if possible. However, Mazda vehicles come with 3 years of roadside assistance from new. This car will therefore have that warranty, the roadside assistance available to 2027, as will the warranty. Will both run concurrently through to 2027. So easy to fold the seats down. You have little tabs at the top here, just push forwards and tumble. Same again, push forward and tumble, and a fully removable parcel shelf also. When you're ready to close, there is a little handle there just to keep your hands clean and dirt free. So in the back of the car, it's actually a full 5-seat car. There are seat belts for 3 children, 2 adults certainly in the back. But with children, you've got Isofix safety seat mounting points there, so it safely attaches the seat to the chassis of the vehicle, making the child very safe. So yeah, cloth interior on an exclusive line. We have keyless entry, so there's a little touch button here to lock the car, which turn the mirrors will power and it will beep the car, and then just pull the handle, they power back out. Again, you can enter the car without touching the key physical. Of course, there is a key with a flipper, which includes lock and unlock. So we have power folding mirrors. They can be controlled from in the car or simply when you're locking and unlocking. And a couple of hidden switches here. The bottom one is more useful. It's the high beam function, so it will allow the car to ping its lights to full beam. When it detects oncoming cars or bright street lights, it will dip it back down again. Height adjustable headlamps, again, purely if you have enough weight in the car that the car squats. And you need to adjust the beam height. So again, nice clean unmarked cloth seat, which is height adjustable, reach adjustable, backrest tiltable. Also the wheel has reach and brake functions as well, but I'm going to hop in and we'll show you some more features in the car now. So I'm going to power it up because it's extremely warm today. That will get the car going, that will put the climate control air conditioning on, and it starts silently being a hybrid vehicle. So it will start with EV mode if possible, and responds to throttle response to pop the engine on. So automatic lights and wipers. As long as they're aligned to the correct setting, they'll wipe and come on for you as and when it detects rain or light, or dark rather. On the wheel spokes, you have controls this side fundamentally for audio controls. You've got an ability to control the small computer there using these left and right tabs here, and the up and down function, and of course Bluetooth telephone preparation. You've also got a voice command as well, which once linked to Apple or Android CarPlay, you can then talk to the vehicle, ask for destinations, nearest sort of train stations, petrol stations, even the weather, or even a joke. There are many other things, of course, these systems do. The right side of the spoke is fundamentally more safety related. There is a little bit here for, again, audio, for changing the mode between AM, FM, DAB, Bluetooth, and of course Apple or Android CarPlay, and the ability to change tracks while streaming. But here we have the adaptive cruise. So we have a lane departure. We'll look at the screen here, give it a tap. You can turn it on and off just with a button pushed, and off means off in our car. This will also give you the other modes for the cruise control, speed limiter, adaptive cruise with radar. So the cruise control is conventional. It will just drive to a speed. You press set and it will stay and maintain that speed until such point you catch up the car and you need to hit the brake. However, the adaptive cruise works on the premise that if it catches up with a car, you have a defined gap in time using the button here, which I shall use now if I click it. Okay, and then you can see that it will give you various It won't let me do it just now because you kind of need to be on the move. So it has a bar which will allow you to set anything from 2 seconds down to half a second gap, and that will maintain that by the car detecting the vehicle in front. So very easy to use, very easy to control, and a nice fatigue and labour saving device. Mentioned the fully adjustable steering column earlier, so you can pull it out, tilt it up and down of course. When you're happy, just lock it back off again. Coming across, we mentioned the climate control, so it's a single zone, but it has 0.5 accuracy. You've got other features around where the air blows, and the fan is easy to control on the left hand side here. More storage, a nice deep glove box housing currently the locking wheel nut set. And then more storage below there, where you've got 2 micro USB-Cs available to charge devices. Of course, you've got the CVT gearbox with different drive modes. So you've got reverse. When I engage reverse, it pops the rear camera on and the sensors will engage. They'll only start beeping from 1 metre or less, down to around 30 centimetres. Then we've got drive, which the car will just drive itself through the continuously variable box. And then B, which is boost. Now that's designed to put a bit more energy back into the battery. There's ways to visualize this through the tablet for the vehicle function, and what that will do is it will give you energy. It will show you when the car is running the engine, which it is currently, which will be in relation to the air conditioning being on, but also as you hit the brakes it will then top the battery up. If you de-accelerate, it would also top the battery up, so it kind of works on just driving the car about, and that will just keep the battery topped up, at which point it takes it into a very efficient car. So these cars are very, very capable of crazy MPGs, typically somewhere between 65 and 75 to the gallon. So the brake boost mode will also give a regen effect. When you lift the throttle, it will be a bit more prominent on its de-acceleration, and all it's doing is capturing more energy to top the battery up. So back into P, we have some different driving modes here. So the drive mode affect the throttle response. So we have eco, we have power, and we have a standard mode, which is kind of in between the two. Looking at the gauges, the gauge there, if you stay within the green scale, you're highly likely to stay on EV mode. If you broach the sort of green scale, it will kick the engine on, and as you de-accelerate or hit the brake, it will drop into the blue charge zone. So really easy to read. The computer in the middle is configurable. You can change the view and appearance. So where you can go one click across, you can then start to see your adaptive cruise control gap function, but it can also show things like the radio function, some information around driving mode, driving distances and consumption. Now lots of safety systems again can be controlled through here, just using the up and down spokes through here with my thumb, and dead easy to use. Ultimately it ends up back where it started, and you start the cycle again. So we talked about the gearbox, we talked about the drive modes. The car's got a full stability system which will stop it spinning its front wheels in wet icy conditions, and there is an EV mode which will allow it to lock itself just into the small amount of energy from the battery, and I think it will drive through urban conditions up to around about a mile. Electronic parking brakes, which fundamentally means this area is for storage. You've got an armrest with more storage available, which can be lifted out of the way to gain access to your drinks holders. Each door pocket from the driver and passenger perspective, great big moulded pockets for bottles. So a nice, very usable family car. So what we have here, in essence, is a one owner, just under 7,000 mile, Mazda 2 hybrid exclusive line in opera black. Looking great. So we look forward to hearing from you soon. You can reach us via many mediums, through telephone, email, and yeah, of course, we're looking forward to hearing from you.